perfect 3-0 record.
I think overall the weekend didn't go too well, but I think because we won against CLG, it definitely made us look better in the sense that if we had lost against CLG but won against Dig, people would have said, okay, you know, maybe TSM, like they're obviously doing some stuff wrong and, you know, they need to work on a lot of things. But because we won against CLG, who was, I guess, a top team coming into the match, people thought better of us and kind of just looked at our comps and were like, okay, TSM is trying out things and they're trying to become better. And I think that's like an important narrative to show, because I think in the past, in the regular splits, we've been too focused on just like getting wins with something that we're really comfortable with, and that doesn't necessarily help you improve the most that you can. And being able to play like a variety of comps helps you improve at a much faster rate because you're exposed to a more wide variety of things.
Me?
Yeah, like what if Talia just fucking
If our mid lane does nothing, yeah.
But Soren's just saying that like he can't.
Just look a bit ahead.
Pivoting in our jungle.
Why not so much
We just have faster.
No, Tom came out of base first. He went to red and now he went to their red and now up to our red, so he could have been here pretty much the same time as
No,
you.
but it's so much closer.
Oh, hi. Hey.
Recently we announced that MrRalleZ would be coming in as our sub or second AD carry 6-man, and he won't be able to play with us because he's just here for a tryout and we haven't picked him up yet, but we're trying to decide if he's the right fit for us, if he enjoys being in America, if he even wants to join our team, if he kind of fits well in the culture. So right now we just have him in, and I think it's a good kind of breath of fresh air, and it's just a good period for us to figure out if he's the perfect candidate for us.
My name is Rasmus, also known as MrRalleZ, and people will probably remember me from playing in Support Crew, where we got third place in summer regular season, and we were one of the favorites to go to Worlds, but sadly we kind of choked in playoffs and got kicked out of Rocket. And people will also remember me from Rocket when we almost made a run for it in Gauntlet, where we sadly lost to Origin 2-3. So yeah. So this is my first time going to America. I think the most surprising thing that I've experienced so far is how to turn on the showers. It took me quite a while to learn how to do that, and I had to Google and ask a few people. My first day was pretty cool because first of all, I'm really tired of the Berlin food, so getting to a country where you can order really good food is super nice, and just meeting all the players, I kind of expect them to be how they are. Also, I've met Sven Skaran quite a lot, so but yeah, it was really cool, and it was fun to see how they play and communicate with each other compared to you.
MrRalleZ, well, the first thing that I noticed about him is he's a giant. He's probably the tallest person I've met in my life, but I haven't had too many like interactions with him because he hasn't been here for too long. So I think most people, when they join a team, they're kind of reserved. I think especially for someone that's new coming on. I think when I first joined TSM, I was super reserved. I mean, I'm still kind of shy and all, but it definitely takes time for people to open up. So it will be cool to see how this giant opens up to us in the next coming up weeks. I think splitting time with MrRalleZ, it can be both good and bad. I think initially it's gonna take some time to set up like the infrastructure on like having a subsystem, because we've never had this before, and I think it definitely takes time to be able to realize, you know, what the pros and cons are and be able to effectively like manage your time. So I think in the beginning there's gonna be some hiccups, but hopefully it will become something that's more, I guess, more complete and a better package for the overall team.
Yeah, I knew who MrRalleZ was from LCS because when he came into the scene, I think he was on Super Hot Crew, which was a funny ass name, and people said he was pretty good back then, and I've never really watched ULCS through my whole career, but I definitely knew who he was. Yeah, well, he started scrimming, and we're testing out like a system for it. So right now I'm watching while he scrims, and it is really different. Like, I think I notice a lot more things about the team and a lot more tendencies when I'm watching versus when I'm playing. Because when I'm in the game, I'm focused more on like how we're gonna win that game and what my goals are for that day. But when I'm watching, I can kind of like look at what everyone's doing and the things they're doing well and then the mistakes they're making and the communication. So yeah, it has been really weird actually.
Scrimming with the team is definitely interesting because they kind of view the game a little bit different, and their communication seems to be a lot sharper, a lot better. And in EU, we just seems to go for a lot of set plays, while in NA it's a lot of kills, but their communication is still really good. And yeah, it's been super fun to play with TSM and just see the differences in the regions.
As long as it's back.
I can explain why I'm wearing Team Liquid shoes. I can explain. Pants have to be on the day that we play Team Liquid. No, the other ones are so uncomfortable. They're just too uncomfortable, Parth.
You wanna go? Where's Vincent?
It's right there.
Fuck over here, Vincent.
Vincent thinks he's so cool over there.
I know. Let's go. Let's do this. Wait, get in here. What? What the hell? There we go.
We say TSM, by the way.
We say
On 3, 2, 1.
TSM!
Did
that feel awkward?
Yes.
Can we do the wall?
Yes. Very fucking awkward.
I don't feel like I have that much of a connection with Team Liquid, but I do like some of the people on that team. Mostly, I think I like Lorlo and Rainover a lot because they're super nice. And when we ended up playing TSM, I honestly expected to get destroyed. You know, we were coming off a weekend where we lost to everyone. We lost to like Dig and Phoenix 1, and of course we're going against a first place team. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, how crazy like counter logic would it be? You know, like just the most ridiculous story if like we were just able to beat TSM. And I remember when I played the first game, I was like, yeah, they're not that good. And I bet you, and the second thing I thought was they're too prideful to ban Ezreal because they're like, oh, we can deal with it. So, you know, me and Matt got to play Lulu Ezreal the whole series, and it was just like, oh, it was so fun. And then another fun fact is I have a 100% win rate against TSM since summer 2015. The last series I played against TSM, I was on CLG, and we won 3-0 at in the NA LCS finals. So yeah, I mean, I'm never gonna forget that I beat my current team on Team Liquid, but I'm gonna try really hard to beat Team Liquid right now, of course, because like Team Liquid's kind of a meme now. So you gotta make sure that we don't lose to them.
I can face check here. He's not. If you guys can help me. Help me. I need help. You're fine. I'm blocking. I'm cutting. Okay. I'm on the front line here. Talia. Yeah, I'm on Talia. I'm Talia's 1 HP. Talia's 1 HP. Yeah. We win. Nice slow. It's just Ash. Kill him. Nice speed. Go mid. Take him in nip.
41 minutes in. Looks like they're going to pad the stats a little bit. Lorlo says, walk this way, and TSM obliges. Back to the Nexus. TSM takes game 1.
Last time we faced him, we lost, and I guess this time we had to like redeem ourselves, or I don't know. Not even that, like, it was just like last time, I guess they had double lift and we didn't, so this time we had double lift, so it's like an easier matchup, I guess.
Hey, I'm going Cassio. I'm ulting on Dennis. I'm coming. Gragas, my Cassio there. Kill Cassio. Who's that? Nice. I'm looking for Cassio. Okay. And Bart. Go on Cassio. Cassio's everything. W5. She's ulting. W4. W3. W2. W1. Give ult. Mid-tower. Nice, let's take mid. Cassio's flashed. I'm ulting on Vincent. Ash flashed out. Yeah, he's dead. I'm on Cassio. Cassio. Tower's dead. Nice. Yeah. I'm okay. I'm a tank. Fucking in! Ah! We wanted Galio alive!
How did we win with this champion?
And oh, got him. Oh my god. Hey, back. End the game, please. Stop trolling.
Okay, let's kill him.
Andy's gonna spank you.
Yeah, Andy's gonna spank us.
Akukun? Oh my fucking Nexus, hitting the Nexus. Oh, if he ultis us all in. Oh my god, you wanted Galio? No way, Dennis! What the hell?
Everyone, please just stop. Please, I beg you.
Everyone what?
Fire Daddy is here!
So the last time we played TL before this match, we kind of got clapped, and that was really disappointing, losing to Peter. There was like a lot of pride going into that match, and the fact that we lost while TL was doing really bad that split was kind of demoralizing. But this time around, we got the pang on our side, and we were able to secure a victory, like a quick 2-0.
So fucking tall.
You're so fucking tall.
Fucking average.
The average?
Dennis is getting into those.
In what country?
All fucking world.
Not in Denmark, that's for sure.
That's for damn sure.
In the US, I think.
In the US, yes.
Definitely.
I think I'm average in my country.
What? No.
Now we're kicking off the day with our first series, Team Envy versus TSM.
Maybe you can look at Elise and Merce. We're fighting, guys. We're fighting. TP mine. Are you right here? Elise. Fighting. I'm killing Rumble and then joining the fight. I'm coming now. He's gonna get jumped to us. I'm fine. Galio? Hook him for. Go base. I'm on Galio. Galio's free target. Yeah, he's engaging. No. Rumble no flash. Let's keep going. Baron. Let's go. It's only Galio left. Yeah, I'm really low.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've been thinking about game 2 for a while now, because this one was brutal. And Envy never got anything going. The first kill of the game for them as their Nexus is going down.
27 minutes.
Slaughters them.
TSM take down Envy. Envy, Lero wants to go in. He's ready to be crowd controlled. Piercing arrow's not going to mark it. That's the stun on Svenskeren as TSM feels like they can take the fight. Envy just placed their vision here. They prepped the fight, and now they're going to take it.
Next Dragon's in 3 minutes. It's also fire. Holy shit, their chain CC is pretty nuts. Yeah, I can't even move there. Yeah. Oh, down Baron. Oh, what the fuck? I'm coming from base. They see me from base. Arya's ult soon. Kill Elise, we can do it. Yeah, kill Elise. Alright, keep taking Baron. Okay. Holy shit. Fucking game, nice.
And allow them to get the 2-0 victory over Envy 40 minutes in.
Svenskeren finishing the game the way he started, dominating Envy. That was such a sick kick through 4 members of Envy there to cap that game, and he had a really good early game too. You know, moving around the map. It's a very strong series for Svenskeren overall. 2 decent games.
You don't like to max Q first? I mean E?
I think Bang's the only one who maxes E. Yeah, like every Prey, Death, everyone else maxes Q, and I don't know why. Like, I feel like it just changes based on the game. If you have a melee support, then I think E is better because you get the better slow. But then if you have like a range support, maybe Q is better. I don't know. Yeah, it is. It is better when you move. Yeah. You can't auto attack while you're killing either. But it's just like in team fights because the 8-second CD, but then E is 12-second CD, so you can get like 3 Qs off, but you can only get like 2 Es at the same time. Yeah, I think it's always nice to have someone who offers you a different perspective, and my ultimate goal is always to improve, and having another person who is able to play at a high level and understand ADC at a high level is like that perspective, and the ideas that he has, they're usually like pretty good for me to think about and to try to like absorb. Yeah, MrRalleZ is he's really polite and really nice to everyone, and he seems to be very like soft-spoken but really thoughtful. Like he considers everything that he says with he thinks over it and he makes sure that it's right. So I feel like he's someone who's very thoughtful, and when he does speak, it's usually something really smart. So when he first came in, I was like, wow, this guy doesn't really talk that much, but I think as time went on, he became more comfortable, and now he's like opening up more.
So going to the NA studio was pretty surprising to see how bigger it was. I think the EU studio is pretty small, and just everything in NA was bigger. There was more security, there was more fans, and so far my relationship with Doublet has been pretty good. He's obviously a super good player, and it's really fun to see how decisive he is in communication and just how he's able to make decisive calls all the time, and obviously has super good mechanics. So it's super nice to just share knowledge with him and just talk about the game on a general basis.
Even though we went 4-0 this week, we still have a lot to improve on, and compared to where we want to be for Worlds, we're not even close yet. So every week we're practicing our hardest, trying to learn as much as we can. Don't really care about whether or not we win or lose in the LCS matches, as long as we learn and get to take away the most from it. That's what really matters to us. Worlds this time around is going to be our biggest focus. It's not going to be that much on NA finals, even though we will focus a lot on that. It's really just about how much we can improve, because when it comes to international tournaments, when you go in, there's like a set meta that everyone has to figure out, and you have to learn a lot in a short amount of time. And being able to do that during LCS and practice that is really good skill for us to have. And I think other teams won't learn that skill, so we'll have the edge in terms of competition in NA.
I think reasons for going 4-0 is we're playing sort of more comfort comps. There's a lot more team fighting potential, scaling potential, engage potential, whereas in our first 2 weeks, I feel like we had some comps where if we fall behind and make mistakes in the early game, it's really difficult to come back. And we were playing weaker teams that had trouble closing out the game. So even in 3 out of 4 games, we're falling behind in the early game. And these are games against like CLG and C9 that we're probably not going to win. So I don't think we're in good form or a form where I feel like we're going to perform really well at Rift Rivals right now. We definitely have a lot to work on. And when we play against these better teams, we can't just fall behind 3,000 gold and then sit back and wait till we out-mechanic them in team fights. We have to do better.